What's up guys, it's Cody here, and today in this video we're going to be taking a look at the brand new iPhone 8 design leak. Now, if you guys haven't seen this, don't. Try it. I wish that I could unsee it. Trust me, I don't want this to even be out there. I don't want the ideas of this iPhone 8 to be out there because, oh my gosh, it can't be more hideous than it is right now. Literally every single thing that they did to this thing made it look worse. So, as of late, that's pretty much on par of what Apple is doing anyway. So let's just pray to the almighty Apple God that this thing does not make it into production. Now, for all of you that haven't seen this iPhone 8 design leak, heed this warning, all the children in the room. Shield your eyes because this thing is ridiculous looking, all right? So here it is. So if you take a look at this, a long, hard look at it, you can see that everything's wrong. Literally, everything is wrong. Everything. I don't even know where to begin. Where should I begin? Let's start at the top, at the very top of the back. So what's at the very top? Well, usually you got your camera, right? You got your camera right there. Looks normal, looks nice, looks great. It's a phone. It's got a camera. It's got two lenses. Now, what did they do in the iPhone 8? Well, in this design leak anyways. They put them vertical. So the only reason that they would do this is to make room for something else that didn't fit, right? Okay, but I think a vertical two-lens camera on the side looks ridiculous. Now, I'm all about innovation. I'm all about embracing, new technology and stepping out of the comfort zone of a lot of things. But I know when something's ugly, like for sure. I know that that's ugly. And I think there's a lot of you guys that would agree with me on that. Now, for the sake of time, let's go ahead and pass over just whatever that is for the camera lens. And let's move on a little bit further down the road, down to the middle of the back plate of the iPhone 8. This is going to be great. I hope to God this leak is fake. So you'll notice right under the Apple logo, we got a little something going on right down below there, right in the middle of the back plate. What do you think that is? That's the Touch ID sensor. The Touch ID sensor on the back of the phone. Now, is this a new design? Not so much. Now, before the Android and Samsung, LG fanboys all come in here and jump on me all at the same time, I'm not saying that Apple is copying Android or Samsung or LG or any other of these phones that have the fingerprint sensor on the back of the device. I think everybody steals from everybody. That's how you make awesome things, is you take something that's awesome from this one, you take something awesome from this one, you put your own spin on it, and then you make this brand new thing that looks really awesome and is really helpful and everybody loves it. But damn it, I hate that Touch ID sensor. I was literally talking about this a couple of weeks ago with my buddy at work, talking about how I love having the Touch ID sensor or the fingerprint sensor on the front of the device. Now, there's been talks of Apple actually implementing the Touch ID sensor into the display so it's not an actual button on the front of the device. But if it's in the display, that's awesome. That would be great. I would love that. But putting the Touch ID sensor on the back of the device just doesn't look like Apple. It's starting to look not clean. What do we like about Apple? It's simple, it looks elegant, it looks great, the design usually looks good. Sometimes, they're struggling with that at the moment, but to me, it looks clunky. And there's even been a suggestion of if they're going to put the Touch ID sensor on the back plate of the device, then why not throw it into the Apple logo? Maybe move the Apple logo down just a little bit so you don't have to reach way the hell up there to actually use the Touch ID sensor. But if it was just a little lower, I don't think anybody would complain about that. And if it actually looked good, like here's a mock-up that somebody did on Reddit, I don't think that looks that bad. That looks like something that I could roll with. But having the Apple logo there, having the Touch ID sensor right there, having this lens vertical in the back, the entire phone just looks like a Picasso painting. This thing looks like they just threw shit together and they were just like, yeah, let's see what sticks. Okay, here we go. I understand I'm a whiny little bitch, but I like my phone to look good. This phone looks good, in my opinion. This thing looks good. I think the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus look really good. Not just this one in particular. The design is pretty good. I would hope that they got rid of the bump on the camera lens, but hey, if we have to have a bump on the camera lens to get better pictures, then I'll roll with it. That's okay. I do want a new design for the iPhone 8, but I don't want this design. If you guys don't want this design, let me know by hitting the like button on this video. That way maybe I can gauge how you guys feel about this design. But wait, we're not done yet, because that's not the only thing I don't like about this. I don't like the entire body. So from what I can tell, it looks like the entire design is more square shaped. Kind of like the iPhone 5 or the iPhone 5S, where we have those chamfered edges and that more square-like body type. Some people think that this looks more premium than the rounded edges like on the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 6. I disagree. I don't like the square edges. I think we did that. It's done. Let's go to round. I like round. Maybe in a couple of years, square can come back and it's like back in style and everything. But right now, I like the rounded edges. Now, the thing I really like about rounded edges is that that's going to allow that kind of bezel-less display, or that infinity display that I think looks really good. Like on the Galaxy S8, that display looks legit. And I would hope to see something like that on the iPhone 8. Now, whether or not this iPhone 8 design leak is actually fake, it probably is. But this video is more about, I don't want any of those features to make it onto the iPhone 8. I don't want the camera lens, I don't want the Touch ID, I don't want the body type. So whether or not this is the official iPhone 8 design is beside the point. This is more about what I think the iPhone 8 should be and hope it will be, and hopefully every single thing about that design leak is wrong. Now, there's also talks of Apple getting rid of Touch ID altogether, which that doesn't sound like a great idea to me, because what they're proposing is instead of Touch ID, they're going to have facial recognition. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'll have my phone sitting on my desk right here, and if my phone goes off, I'll just swipe it, or I'll put my finger over to unlock it. I don't have to get over it and like put my face on the camera in order for it to unlock. And I don't want to have to do that. I just want to be able to keep my phone right here and unlock it if I need to while I'm on my computer. Even more, if it's harder to get my face over the camera while it's laying on a table like that, then I would just have to pick it up, hold it in front of me, and just, hope to God that it would actually recognize my face. There was actually a jailbreak tweak a long time ago that actually did this. It worked terribly. It actually just basically unlocked with any face, which is not good. And I can guarantee you that if they do facial recognition for unlocking your device, somebody's going to be out there day one trying to figure out how to break that with either a picture or a 3D mold. You never know. It could be pretty easy, a whole lot easier than a fingerprint, I think, to bypass 3D facial recognition on an iPhone. Now, a lot of people think that a glass back would look better on the iPhone 8. I think I wouldn't mind either or. I still like the aluminum. I think the back of the iPhone 7 looks really good. It is a little slick for my taste. That's why I usually wear a case. This one actually is a whole lot grippier with a custom back on it. So if it had more of a grip like this one, I could even roll with no case, which would be a first for me. But glass back versus aluminum back, I'm not too worried about that. But let me know which ones you guys would want in the comments. And my suggestions, and let me know what your suggestions are in the comments below, but that would be to change the lens on the back of this display to make it where it's, normal like on all other devices. I don't want it in the middle of the camera either. I just want it in the top left-hand corner, right-hand corner, however you're looking at it, right there. That's fine. I don't want a Touch ID sensor on the back of this device, and I want a rounded body type similar to this, but not necessarily exactly the same, and a bezel-less display that has the Touch ID sensor right there within the display without a home button. Now, that's asking a lot because I don't know how to do that. Maybe Apple can't do that. Maybe that's really hard to do. I'm sure it is. But I think that's going to set apart the iPhone from other devices. I mean, let's face it, the last 3 years or more, there hasn't been a ton of really, really exciting things that we're seeing in the iPhone. They changed the design a little bit, not too much. So with a new design needs to come new functionality, a new feature that really sells the iPhone. So something like Touch ID sensor in the display, a bezel-less display, no more home button, something big. We need that, and we need that very, very soon, or we're gonna think that Apple is just kind of slacking on the job. Now, that's just my 2 cents, that's my opinion. I think something really major needs to happen with the iPhone 8 in order to keep that Apple momentum going. Give us at least one feature that everybody wants to talk about. And I think having a bezel-less display with the Touch ID inside the display is right there on par with something that everybody wants to talk about, because that's a really awesome achievement. Of course, we expect it to be faster. We expect to have a better camera, maybe more RAM, possibly thinner. What I would expect is a smaller form factor while increasing the display area on the iPhone 8. Same thing goes for the bezel-less display and the Touch ID sensor inside of the display. I think those two things would really get the hype of the iPhone 8 back out there. But again, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. That's all I got for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you guys want to see more of my videos, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.